Hi, everyone, and welcome to I'm a Fan. I'm Kim Eberly, your host and the producer of the show, and today we have poet, actress, model, currently working on a graphic novel, Escape the Mortars. And on top of all of that, she's a nurse. I'd like to welcome Carissa Pignatelli to our studio. Hey, Carissa.
Hey there.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I had a very long day, if you didn't guess by the fact I'm still in my uniform.
Look at this.
COVID, I was not a nice person. I was not happy with how we were treated. And
Go ahead.
the big thing was that we had a very big problem with our protective equipment. And what hurt me most was that we had people that were working desk jobs, the higher ups. They were in hazmat suits, and we got garbage bags.
A writer, a poet, an educator. He is author of two books of poetry published through Three Rome's Press. Most recently, it starts from the Belly and Blooms, which received rave reviews.
91 Tompkins Avenue. The social worker who is covering for the social worker, who is covering for the social worker, who is covering for the policy, who is covering my mother before she goes to sleep. Which department do I call to make sure my mother gets her covers from the laundry? Who is covering for the caregiver? Who has to take my phone call? Who is covering for me to make sure I am stable when I am making these calls? This poem, I guess to go back to something you said, like, you always, you're writing about yourself. Yeah, I'm constantly writing about myself to cope with things, and right now I'm dealing with a lot having to do with my mom. And
So I want to talk about your new album, Matriarch. And I just, first of all, love that working title.
Mine to yours, hers to mine. We all share the same bloodline. We'll never be royalty. Still, you brought out the matriarch in me.
Now, we all know that the ideal woman's measurements are 36, say it with me, 24, 36. My measurements, 36. What happened? And then when I started stand-up comedy, I was about 275, I was very big from first few years until I made a decision that I had to lose the weight, and like medical stuff and just other stuff, and so I made that decision, and I lost about 115 pounds.
Because you mentioned Weight Watchers and the evolution of Weight Watchers comparatively to the evolution of you losing weight. As you shrunk, so did the Weight Watchers title.
That's funny, Kim. That's funny. But yeah, now that's not in Scared Skinny, but that's in my stand-up act. Yeah, because I didn't lose the weight via Weight Watchers initially. But recently, before the pandemic, I put on a few more pounds, and I said, all right, I'm joining Weight Watchers. And then right after I joined, it went from Weight Watchers to WW. And I was like, oh no, I'm used to Weight Watchers, WW. I don't like saying I'm in WW. WW, it sounds like you're in Worldwide Wrestling. What are they doing? WW. Like they're going to put me in a chokehold for a cheese Danish. I don't want to do WW.